Welcome back to Mulligan Stew, CKUA. This second hour of the Christmas Stew is pre-recorded from 1974 to 1980. I hosted a session called Christmas Jam at CBC Radio on a show called Great Canadian Goldrush. And two of the originals are with me today, Shari, Ulrich, and Roy Forbes. Sean Verow, as a matter of fact, is going to join us for some of Roy's tunes. We're going back pre-COVID to 2017. This was conceived at Roundhouse Radio in Vancouver, and I'd love to keep it going down the road at CKUA. That's my Christmas wish. I'd like these to be a yearly event. It just takes a lot of work, and I thank these artists and musicians and friends for joining me in this dream. Hello, I'm Terry David Mulligan. This is Christmas in the Round, Year 3.
Ho, ho, ho.
And so I'm just going to call roll call. The Killer Bees, Kirby Barber.
Hello.
Barney Bentall.
Hello.
Rob Becker. Jim Blaines.
Yo.
And because he's a bee, Bill Henderson.
Here.
Sherry Ulrich.
Present.
Jeffrey Hicks.
Hi, Terry.
Craig Northey.
Over here.
Over here. I only ask two things of you. Well, three. One, to be here and say yes. Two, to bring a Christmas story with you if you have one. And third, bring a song. We're going to start with Jim Burns. You have been chosen to start us out.
Wonderful.
And I heard a chord and I thought Charles Brown.
Charles Brown, yeah. Going way back. This is a beauty, baby. Bells will be ringing, the glad, glad news. Lord, it's Christmas, and I got the blues. My baby's gone. I don't have a friend to wish me Christmas greetings again. Choirs will be singing Silent Night, Yuletide carols by candlelight. Please come home. Please come home for Christmas. If not for Christmas, by New Year's night. Friends and relations send a salutation. Just as sure as the stars shine above, hey, you know that it's Christmas. And Christmas, my dear, the time of year to be with the one you love. So won't you tell me that you will never more roam Christmas and New Year, find you at home. There will be no more sorrow, oh, no grief and no pain. We'll all be happy once again. Part I like. Friends and relations send the salutations. Just as sure as the stars shine up above, you to know that it's Christmas, and the Christmas, my dear, the time of year to be with the one you love. So won't you tell me that you will never more roam the Christmas and New Year, find you right here at home. There will be no more sorrow, no more grief and no pain. We'll all be happy once again. Hey, boy.
I didn't ask you about A Christmas Tale.
Well, you know, that particular tune, I kind of lived it, okay?
Yeah.
This is going back to 1969 in St. Louis,
Okay.
on the north side. I had recently left the country of my birth. I had a nationwide FBI warrant out for my arrest in the United States.
Merry Christmas.
I was living in a rooming house on Markham Avenue, just right by Honest Ed's in Toronto. I had very little money, and I had my Christmas dinner at a Greek greasy spoon on the corner of College and Isabella. Oh. Merry Christmas, baby.
By the way, this is Christmas in the Round, and we have an all-star cast on stage in the lobby. We got to talk about the foot, because you heard it.
I was playing hockey.
Yeah.
Wednesday hockey with old guys. I caught it in the ice, and my body went one way, and my foot stayed there.
Okay, fine. The tune, we're going to talk about your tune in a second, but you wanted to talk about, and rightly so, the event for John Mann at the Commodore.
Our friend John Mann, most people know from Spirit of the West, came down with early onset Alzheimer's a couple of years ago, and it was Barney's idea actually to have a benefit, and everybody jumped on board, but nobody really knew what was going to happen.
No.
We just knew we were going to play a bunch of songs together. Shari was playing, and Jim and Rob was there. All these people who I've known, Barney, who gave me my first gig in music at 18, from there, and that's when I met John, was that year. I don't know how I could describe it. It was a sense of picking each other up that was incredible.
It was an uplift. The fact that John was on stage dancing around everybody. He was on his toes all night.
He nailed it, and I think that's how he saw it too, and I think that that's all I ever hope for John, is that he can have a day like that.
Yeah.
Whether we achieved what we achieved to help him out financially and Jill and his family is one thing, but that was a day that you just don't get those days back.
So the song you have is Love Is What You Get.
Last year, I wanted our band, The Odds, wanted to do something for the Downey Wenjack Fund for Christmas, and we were on the CP holiday train, which we've done a number of years, where it's basically a food bank drive across the country on a train. And we wanted to sort of add to that and do something with our time, so we played this song across the country, and basically, love's the biggest gift you could give. Simple. And if you go and you get it from oddsmusic.com, that money all goes 100% to the Downey Wenjack Fund.
Oddsmusic.com?
Yeah.
Thank you. Where you go? Craig Northey.
The mall is overrun by folks. Every store a different Christmas song. Taylor Swift Forever 21. Sport Check has got Mariah on. For the gal who has everything, it's what the sign says. It doesn't make sense, 'cause all we really need is love, it's true. Don't say it at the marketing meeting. I ain't leaving this mall defeated, 'cause what I'm giving you is compliments of the season. Love is what you get, 'cause love is what you need. Feels so good to give, feels good to receive. Out on the ocean there's a plastic pile filled with last year's Christmas stuff. Santa sees it when he flies above. Under his breath he says enough's enough. you can hold. Share it with your neighbors and your honey. It's worth way more than an infinity of money. Love is what you get, 'cause love is what you need. Feels so good to give, feels good to receive. Love is what you get. Love is what you get. Love is what you get. On and on we sing by the fire as our worries go up in smoke. We all found our heart of gold, and nobody's ever gonna go broke. Love is what you get, 'cause love is what you need. Feels so good to give, feels good to receive. Love is what you get, you don't need nothing. Love is what you need, nothing more than love. Feels so good to give, nothing more than love. Feels good to receive, feels good to receive. Love is what you get, love is what you get. Love is what you need, love is what you need. Feels so good to give, love is what you need.
Way to go, Craig. Way to go. Kirby Barber, Barney Bentall, Rob Becker, Jim Burns, Jeff Hicks, Shari Ulrich, Craig Northey, Bill Henderson. This is the third annual Christmas in the Round. I'm Terry David Mulligan, year 3, 2017, just for the record. And it's time for Barney and Shari to step forward with song and stories. We're going to start with Shari. How long did it take you to pick your tune?
Just a few minutes. Somebody asked me to sing it many Christmases ago, and I'd never heard it before. It's an Amy Grant song. And it just seemed charming to me, and I felt like I had to do something different. And it's funny because you haven't yet mentioned that this tradition started at CBC in Studio A.
It started at the Hotel Vancouver.
Oh, right.
In the studio in the Hotel Vancouver when the CBC was there.
Right.
And we all gathered around, you and I and Roy and Terry Frewer and others, Colleen Peterson. And we did this in the round. And this was just a tradition I loved. And I'm glad that Shari remembered and Roy remembered, and we got on with it. And
Yes,
so thank you for doing that. I appreciate it. Have you got a Christmas story you want to?
I remember one stranded in Cambridge, Massachusetts, and when I was completely in transition between my life before as a child and my life to come as a musician. In other words, nowhere. Of course, at Christmas time is when you connect with your people, whoever those happen to be at the time.
If you had only known that you would have a stage full of friends, like a world full of friends.
And that's what I was thinking about when Craig was talking about the event the other night for John. It was just this sense of this is my entire community of life and musicians and music. And
you're all going down the road together.
Yes, we are. And we're all there for each other. It's an amazing thing. So I was so glad you told that story.
Wonderful. Yeah. Christmas in the Round, Shari Ulrich.
I made the same mistake before. Too many malls, too many stores. December traffic, Christmas rush. It breaks me till I push and shove. Children are crying while mothers are trying to photograph Santa and sleigh. They're shopping and buying and standing forever in line. Well, what can I say? I need a silent night, a holy night, to hear an angel voice through the chaos and the noise. I need a midnight clear, a little peace right here, to end this crazy a silent night. December comes and disappears, faster and faster every year. Did my own mother keep this pace, or was the world a different place? When people stayed home, wishing for snow, watching channels on their TV. Look at us now, rushing around, trying to buy Christmas peace. And in a silent night, a holy night, to hear an angel voice through the chaos and the noise. And in a midnight clear, a little peace right here, to end this crazy day with a silent night. What was it like back there in Bethlehem, with peace on earth, goodwill toward men? And in a silent night, a holy night, to hear an angel voice through the chaos and the noise. And in a midnight clear, a little peace right here, to end this crazy day with a silent night. To end this crazy day with a silent night.
Way to go. Barney Bentall, step forward into the microphone. You've had all of one day off, and here you are back on stage making music. Tell me about the Caribou Express this Christmas.
It was a great season with the Caribou Express. It's always so much fun.
And it was a blitz, and you were raising funds again.
Yeah, for various Western Canadian charities. I mean, it all started right near this area. The very first one we did 11 or 12 years ago was in the chapel, very close to the station, in support of Potluck Cafe Society. They're a social enterprise in the downtown east side, a wonderful organization. And so we're still, the Vancouver event is still in support of Potluck Cafe.
How much money do you think you might have raised?
About $350,000 or $400,000.
Well done. Well done. Way to go. You got most of your band here in one form or another.
Pretty lucky in that way. And then it also, it's so nice to have Craig here because
I know.
Craig was our guitar tech in the early days. I mean, it was mainly just so we could hang out. And he was just, I love this guy so much.
Guitar before the show just now, just
for all time's sake.
Craig talked about the John Mann event, and it's fresh in our minds. That's why we're talking about it. But there was a single recorded that night and a video, and it's going to be a fundraiser. How is it going to happen?
I think you might have been the person that filmed that video, right?
That, and there were a couple of other cameras out there, sure.
Yeah. Alan Doyle took the initiative. He recorded Home for a Rest, and then all of us took turns singing on it, which we recorded in the upstairs men's bathroom at the Commodore, which had been converted into a recording studio. Right. It was pretty wild.
So, Barney, you've got a song for a winter's night.
Yes. Yeah, it's funny. I'm Nicholas Jennings just put out a biography of Gordon Lightfoot, and I've been reading that over the last little while. And it always strikes me how influential Gordon Lightfoot was to the path I pursued as a musician. And I'm reminded of that in every turn of the page and just how great the songwriting was. And I chose this one, a song for a winter's night. It just sums up that kind of winter scene in somebody trying to write a song.
And it's Gord. It's Gord. Here's Barney Bentall. This is Christmas in the Round, 2017.
The lamp is burning low upon my tabletop. The snow is softly falling. The air is still within the silence of my room.
I hear your voice softly calling. If I could only have you near to breathe a sigh or two, I would be happy just to hold the hands I love upon this winter night with you. The smoke is rising in the shadows overhead. My glass is almost empty. I read again between the lines upon the page the words of love you sent me. If I could know within my heart that you were lonely too, I would be happy just to hold the hands I love on this winter night with you. The fire is dying now, my lamp is growing dim. The shades of night are lifting. The morning light steals across my window pane where webs of snow are drifting. If I could only have you near to breathe a sigh or two, I would be happy just to hold the hands I love, to be once again with you. To be once again with you.
Good call. Good call, good song, man. This is Christmas in the Round at 2017. And I come back with Bill Henderson, who has a different song for you, and Jim Burns with Merry Christmas, Baby. This is Christmas in the Round. We have an all-star cast for you. Bill Henderson, Craig Northey, Shari Ulrich, Jeff Hicks, who's played everything now, Jim Burns, Rob Becker, Barney Bentall, Kirby Barber. Thank you for bringing your voice, Kirby.
No problem.
Thank
Good to
you.
be here.
Bill, this is a different song, Beautiful Islands. And you asked me, you said, does it have to be about Christmas? And I said, no, as long as it just sort of reflects introspection, reflection.
Some aspect.
Some aspect, yes. One of the touchstones, yes. Very good. Good call.
Yeah. Well, this one is the receiving part.
Okay.
You
Not
know,
the giving.
Christmas is the time to give, right?
Yeah.
Well, this is the receiving part. They say, you know, giving is better than receiving, but I'm not so sure about that. You know, this song is about understanding and relishing and learning from the beauty of the land. That's what it's about. It's about an island. Islands are really cool because they're small. So I got this from a bumper sticker in Molokai, this song. I got it from a bumper sticker in Molokai because Molokai is an island besieged. It's old Hawaii. They wanted to put a cruise ship terminal on Molokai. Okay, so the native Hawaiians went like, no. They put up signs. They did all this stuff. No, no, no. They dropped trees across the road. No, no, no. And then there was a bumper sticker I saw. The bumper sticker said, don't change Molokai. Let Molokai change you.
Okay.
I thought, whoa. That's going to the heart of the matter, which is about listening. It's about receiving, right? It's receiving this beautiful place. That's what it is.
This is Bill Henderson, Beautiful Islands.
When you're strumming on an ukulele, let the ukulele strum you. When you come to these islands in the sailor sea, you'll find you smile and say, how are you? Well, that's all you need to do. Don't try to change these beautiful islands. Let these islands change you. breeze on the water, moving lightly across the bay, touching down without a sound. Then in the natural island way, you'll smile and say, how are you? Yeah, that's all you need to do. Don't try to change these beautiful islands. Let these islands change you. Ooh, 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 that's all you need to do. Ooh, 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 pick up the island. Ooh, 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 that's all you need to do. Don't try to change these beautiful islands. Let these islands change you. Strumming on an ukulele, let the ukulele strum you. Yeah, when you come to these islands in the Sailor Sea, you'll find you smile and say, how are you? That's all you need to do. Don't try to change these beautiful islands. Let these islands change you. Don't try to change these beautiful islands. Let these islands change you.
There was a lot going on in there. There's a lot of dynamics.
Oh, yeah.
Holy
lot of eye
cow.
contact.
Way to go. Island Life. I know what that feels like. Bill Henderson. How about another tune from Jim Burns, who has to go shortly because he's busy. He's rehearsing
He's
and things.
very busy.
Jim Burns.
Merry Christmas, baby. You know you sure did treat me nice. Merry Christmas, baby. You sure did treat me nice. Got a brand new diamond ring for Christmas. Baby, I'm living in paradise. Yeah. I'm feeling mighty fine. I got good music on my radio. Mighty fine. We got good music here on Roundhouse Radio 98.3. RoundhouseRadio.com all around the world. Sure would like to kiss you, baby. Underneath the mistletoe. Saint Nick come down our chimney about 3:30. Won't you just look at all these presents that he left beneath our tree? Merry Christmas, baby. You know you sure been good to me. I ain't had one drink all evening, but I'm lit up just like our Christmas tree. Oh yeah, yeah. Merry Christmas, baby.
Thank you, James. Thank you, James. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Kirby Barber, Barney Bentall, Rob Becker, Jim Burns, Jeff Hicks, Shari Ulrich, Craig Northey, Bill Henderson, everybody right here. The third annual Christmas in the Round. I'm Terry David Mulligan. My thanks to Julia Graff, who's on the board and recording everything with the help of Corey Price and Donald Schaefer. Before we talk about the past year and 2018, Bill has come along with a song.
It's actually Angels We've Heard on High.
Oh, fine. Thank you so much. Angels We Have Heard on High.
How about that?
Have you played this before somewhere?
Our family gets together at Christmas every year and sings carols, and this is a big favorite.
Okay.
We often go out if there's, we'll go out and sing for people around the neighborhood and stuff like that.
Okay, so do we have to, what do we have to know about call and response? What do we do?
Oh, this is a great song for harmony, so just get involved in the chorus.
Okay. Thanks, Bill. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I think I'll ask Craig to harmonize with me on that one. So let me introduce you properly. Here's Bill Henderson and Gloria.
Angels we have heard on high, sweetly singing o'er the plains and the mountains in reply, echoing their joyous shepherds white this jubilee, choir joyous songs proclaim, on the gladsome tidings be, which inspire your heavenly song.
love the bar. Way to go. Here you go, Bill. Yeah, a little whammy on the end. I love that whammy. Give me some whammy. Wow. Christmas in the Round, 2017, year 3. But it goes back further than that. What? It goes back. I'm watching your...
Sorry, Julie and I were having
His
a
mother
little
and
back
daughter
and forth
thing.
here where
Yeah.
she's saying, you're not plugged in, you know.
Kirby
Julie.
Barber, Barney Bentall, Rob Becker, Jim Burns, Jeff Hicks, Shari Ulrich, Craig Northey, Bill Henderson, an all-star cast on stage. I talked to Jim about what he would, because I know he has this new album coming and he's going to be doing stuff in January, but I wanted to kind of go around the room and ask 2 questions. One was, where will you be this Christmas? And 2, what was 17 like, and what are you looking forward to 18, starting with you, Shari?
Wow. Well, I'll be on Bowen Island, the place where Christmas is best.
Sure.
And I had just a year of all kinds of music, and that's what I expect in the future. I'll be just finishing writing an album that Julia and James and I will be recording in January. And before you move on from me, I
Yes?
do want to thank you for doing this, for pulling us together, for keeping the tradition going. It's a beautiful thing. So thank you.
I feel badly because of the kind of work that I make you go through. You, Barn, just literally got off all of you just got off the road.
That's what we
And
do.
here you
That's
are
our
back to
life.
it. I thank you. If you weren't friends, it would be pretty tough to do. Will the trio be out in 2018?
Yeah, the trio will be out playing for sure. Yeah, every possible thing that I play with will be out playing in 2018. Because music is so great.
Kirby, what about you?
For Christmas, we're probably going to be in Penticton and Saskatchewan. And I don't know, this is special to me because these are the people that I play with. This is so cool. Like Shari and Julia and Barney and Rob and Jeff, these are my friends and I get to make music with them. So this is really special to me.
Very cool. 2018, do you know where you're going with who you're playing
Hopefully with these guys.
with? Okay.
And a little trip to Nashville.
Maybe a little trip to
Yeah,
Nashville,
just a
yes.
few months in Nashville.
Yeah.
Okay. Jeff Hicks. What, you didn't think I was going to ask you?
Well, I'm just here to play percussion.
Where will you be Christmas?
I'll actually be in Perth, Australia. Who's living out there, and it's going to be 42 degrees. Very un-Christmas-like. And I'll show you my tan lines later.
Right.
Cut that out.
Rob Becker, where will you be Christmas?
Christmas, either over in Vancouver Island, Nanaimo with family, or maybe have it over here. We haven't quite figured it out yet.
Or at my house.
Or at
I just invited
Shari's
him to my
house, where I've
house.
just been extended an invitation.
Is that okay, Julia?
You sure? Okay, good.
Yeah, absolutely.
And thank you. Could I just get in an interjection? And what's 2018 look like for you?
It could be pretty much the same, the way things are looking at.
It was hairy, wasn't it? How about you, Bill?
Yeah, we'll have our traditional Christmas thing with all of the people that flowed from my mother and father. So that side of the family, there'll be 38 people together. My sister Joan is planning it right now, and people will bring food and everything. It's great. We have a wonderful time.
And the year? What's it going to be like?
Every year.
2018?
This year. This coming year. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I have a great time playing with Chilliwack. I mean, we are a happening band. A lot of people don't know that, but everybody in the room when we play does. No, we have a great time. We really, really enjoy it, and that's what it's about, right?
Thank you, Bill. Barney?
It was just a great year of music. It's probably a time in the world where I think the more music that can be out there, the better for the world.
Yes.
And it can't fix everything, but it can do a lot. So, I don't know, maybe that's why we're all pretty busy. But it's been a great year and hoping, I think it'll
In
be
2018,
equally busy.
you're going out with Cuddy?
Yeah. We'll go across Canada. I
Who's
get
on
to
the
open for Jim. It should be fun. It'll be a great tour.
Thank you, and thank you for fundraising. And we leave, because we know what Jim's up to. Craig Northey, what do you remember about 2017 other than wrecking your leg?
It was a busy year, a great one of music, and combining all the things that I do in film and TV and with friends into new bands and all kinds of things. I kept busy. and we'll have Christmas in North Vancouver. My kids will come home. It was one of the, it's early as an empty nester for me, so I remember that about 2017, and getting to know my wife. She's really cool, and 2018, I hope to get to know her even better. That's what I'm.
Are you going to play music still in 2018?
I don't know how to do anything else, Terry.
So we're going to leave you with Barney Bentall and group.
Well, I think Kirby's going to start this one up.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
Okay, take us out. What's the tune?
Away in a Manger. One of my favorite Christmas carols.
Away in a manger, no crib for a bed. The little Lord Jesus laid down his sweet head. The stars in the night sky look down where he lay. The little Lord Jesus asleep on the hay.
The cattle are lowing, the poor baby wakes, but little Lord Jesus no cry he makes. I love thee, Lord Jesus. Look down from the sky and stay by my side until morning is nigh. To stay close by me forever and love me, I pray. Bless all the dear children in thy tender care, and take us to heaven to live with thee there.
That's fantastic. Thank you. You've done more than enough. Kirby Barber, Barney Bentall, Rob Becker, Jim Burns, Jeff Hicks, by the way. I'll get back to that in a second. Shari, Ulrich, Craig Northey, Bill Henderson. You have elements of the High Bar Gang, BTU, UHF, Caribou Express. But Jeff Hicks, because he didn't want to talk about it, we'll leave you with this. This was his year and a half. He played with Colin James, Barney, Burns, Ben Rogers, Dustin Kenny, Caribou Express, and did The Wicked Grin as well, the Tom Waits as well.
Yeah, with
so
John
you
Hammond.
Had a great year too as well,
cool.
all of y'all.
Yeah.
And really, two things. Jim Burns for making it because he's a busy guy, and Craig Northey for getting out of the bed and getting it done. As I hinted at the start of this hour, there is one member who was not part of year 3 of Christmas in the Round, but he was, along with Shari, Ulrich, and myself, a member of the original Christmas Jams at CBC Radio. Those shows were on air from 1974 to 1980, which is why we honor the late Susan Englebert, who started us all on this journey. So from year 1, please welcome Rockin' Roy Forbes, who would go on to have an astounding career in the Canadian music industry and host Roy's Record Room on CKUA. By the way, because these recordings from Roy were from year 1, the unmistakable slide guitar work is from the one and only Sean Varro, Wide Mouth Mason. We get to Roy, and that takes me back to the Great Canadian Goldrush, because that's what we did. For how many years did we do that?
5 years.
Oh, he's
Was
the
it? Well, he
historian.
knows.
He
He
would
knows,
know.
right?
He knows
75 to
everything.
79.
Wow. Yeah, but I did the show for 8 years. It's just that we finally got around to doing this sort of Christmas thing, right?
It was amazing.
You have a Christmas story you want to share that's short and sweet?
Well, I wrote Mincemeat Tart for that 1979 Gold Rush thing, and at the time I had a great band. We were touring around late 70s, and we ended up in Harpo's in Victoria, and we kind of blew the roof off the place over the 3 nights we were there, and that's where Mincemeat Tart had a live debut. So we sang it, everybody, the crowd singing, he wants it, he wants it. I get up the next morning, I open my hotel room door, there's a little present out there. There's 3 little mincemeat tarts, just for me.
Nice. This will be the penultimate version, I do believe. This is Roy Forbes and Mincemeat Tart.
Okay, here we go. Well, you can take your Christmas pudding, put it outside to freeze. You know the nutmeg in that thing now it just about makes me sneeze. Because I got me something fine up in my mind, and it stands miles apart. Understand, I'll be a sad young man if I don't get a mincemeat child. I want me a mincemeat child.
He wants it, he wants
I want a
it.
mincemeat child.
He wants it, he wants
I
it.
want a mincemeat child, and I want it with all my heart. Now you know, I don't mind those chestnuts, but I hate it when they up and explode, Terry. And I can put up with a bit of cranberry sauce, Barney, but last year I got an overdose. Now, if you want to make me happy, prepare for the joy to start. When you take me to the fireplace, sit me right down and supply me with a mincemeat tart. I want me a mincemeat tart.
He wants it, he wants it.
I want a mincemeat tart.
He wants it, he wants it.
I want a mincemeat tart, and I want it with all my heart. Come on, Shari, burn up that fiddle for us one time now. Hey! I'll take in now, Shari. All right, let's hear some of that slide guitar right now. If you happen to see old Santa, the guy with the big red nose, well, tell him he ain't gonna get no milk and cookies. Don't worry about it. If he doesn't keep on his toes.
We can do
But
better
you know,
than-
Terry, I don't want to end up like Elvis, having me a blue Christmas. And I really don't want to fall apart. But as sure as I'm born, I'll be shattered and torn if I don't get a mincemeat chart. I want me a mincemeat chart.
He wants it, he wants
I want a
it.
mincemeat chart.
He wants it, he
I
wants
want
it.
a mincemeat chart, and I want it with all my heart. One more, you try it from Roundhouse Radio Land. Here we go. I want me a mincemeat chart.
He wants it, he wants it.
I want a mincemeat chart.
He wants it, he wants
I
it.
want a mincemeat chart. I said I want it, I want it, I want it, I want it with all my
The maestro. He wants me to do what?
He wants it. He wants it.
Gotta give it to him.
Wow.
Gotta give it to him. But you also have a tune handed down from generation to generation.
Absolutely.
I'm stretching here.
This was on the Kings' Christmas album, 1957. And I think Lieber and Stoller wrote it in 15 minutes. They needed an up-tempo blues for the album.
You know how much we love those guys.
Turned out, well, we do love them. They ain't nothing but hound dogs. And it turns out, I think it's one of Elvis's best vocal performances on record. I love this song.
Well, have at it.
And,
What do you got?
Well, and we haven't played it at all yet, so here we go. Yeah, this is Santa Claus is Back in Town. Everybody ready? Out there in Radio Land?
No, we're not, but let's go.
Okay, well, it's Christmas time, pretty baby, when the snow is falling on the ground. Well, it's Christmas time, pretty baby, when the snow is falling on the ground. Yeah. Well, you be a real good little baby. Santa Claus is back in town. We got some stars come up here. Got no sleigh with a reindeer, no sack on my back. You're gonna see me coming in a big pink Cadillac. Oh, Christmas time, pretty baby, and the snow is falling on the ground. Well, you'll be a real good little baby. Santa Claus is back in town. Play a little solo for us, Sean. Come on now. Your pretty stocking, turn out the light. Santa Claus is coming down your chimney tonight. Oh, Christmas time, pretty baby, and the snow is falling on the ground. Yeah, you be a real good little baby. Santa Claus is back in town.
Nicely done, Roy. Way to go, man. Way to lead that team, Rudolph. All right, that's it. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas from all of us. Thank you to Julia Graff, Corey Price, Don Schaefer, and for myself, Terry David Mulligan. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Take care of yourself. Thank you. Let's pop that cork.
I want to thank everybody who contributed to the Christmas jams originally at CBC Radio, including Claire Lawrence. We remember, of course, our producer, the late Susan Englebert. Thank you to Shari for hanging in, and Roy Forbes for hanging in, and Barney for picking up the flame and the flag and carrying it for us. We hope to do many more of these along the way. We're going to leave you with Bill Sample and Deck Them Halls. Careful out there. Merry Christmas.